produced to give other people help, support, encouragement, love, to let them know that it's going to be all right. Just look to your neighbor to the left or right. Look them dead in the eye and tell them it's going to be all right. Yeah. So if you believe that, clap your hands like you done gone crazy. Come on, Sister Jeannette. Come on, share what the Lord did for you this week at the conference. Give God a hand praise for her as she comes.
Well, the main thing he did for me, I just focused on it, was I have, I can not say always, but I have struggled with depression for a long time. And I know when I come in here, I'm typically really joyful and praising. And part of that is because he's brought me out of that. And part of that is because I know that is where my joy comes from when I praise him. But this week at the conference, I think it was like the second day, I was just feeling real down. Just these past few weeks I've been struggling with it. And it's like, I know he delivered me from it, but then in your mind you be going back and forth kind of thing. So anyways, I was praying about it, and actually I fasted the one day I started a fast. And then I felt real alone, even though I was surrounded by so many people. And the leader of the worship and praise out of the whole thing, he came up to me after one of the services, and he said to me, when you praise, that's where your breakthrough is from the depression or from. I didn't tell him nothing. That was the first time I met him. He came up to me and he said, I saw the way you praise, and it's so pure, but I could tell it comes from a lot of pain. And I could tell, that there's something more there. And he said, well, when you praise that way, whether it's through singing or through dancing, that's where God is going to deliver you. And so I went out, I'm walking, and I went out to the little patio, and I just took off my shoes, and I just started dancing for the Lord, and I just started praising him. And I didn't care who saw me, I just started dancing. And after that, I felt a little better. I cried, I talked to God, I just said, God, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to feel this, I want to be delivered from it. And that same day, I asked, could we go to Hershey Garden? So I went to the garden, and I wandered off all by myself. So I'm going to wrap this up. I was in the garden, and God speaks to me through nature a lot. And I was walking in the garden, and there was this one tree that I saw. And to make a long story short, it was a tree that meant something to me about when the flowers blossom. Sometimes it's a late blossom, but it's the prettiest because it takes a while to blossom. Right. And so I went over to the tree, and I'm just kind of like smelling the flowers and being me. And the Lord just really started to speak to my heart and bringing that joy back out of me. And I was sitting there, I was playing around, taking pictures by the tree and stuff, and it was so beautiful. And all of a sudden, just that beauty came back, and that joy came back, and the sun started shining, and it was just, the Lord was really just like telling me, like, it's okay, I delivered you from that. You don't have to fall back into that. You don't got to worry about it. None of that. So he just brought me again out of that funk and out of that, that depression. And so that's why, again, I'm here and I'm just praising him because he just keeps bringing me out. And even when, you're struggling with something and you wonder why you feel that way, you don't have to always understand it. You just got to praise and know that he's still there and he's still able to bring you out of that. So that's what he did.
Amen. Come on, clap your hands if you got a hand.